Hi, I got your plan open in Cheap Architect Premier X10, and based on the picture, there's a flat roof over the porch, and you don't have that in there, so the hip starts out here on the edge of the porch where it's not supposed to start. That's the main problem. See, there should be a low pitch roof here. I can't tell from the picture what the pitch is, but it's fairly low. Probably looks like it's flat. Looks probably flat. I can't rotate the picture, so I can't know for sure. And if I could see it in Google Earth, I could tell more about it. Also, I doubt that this is an unnecessary roof plane that was automatically generated. This probably just goes cleanly back all the way. So anyway, let's see what we can do with this. And I never use the grid, so I'm going to turn the grid off. They added it several versions ago, and I never found it a useful purpose for it. Okay, and I don't build framing ever until the model's completely finished, because the framing just automatically follows what you've got drawn, and what you've got drawn is wrong, so forget about it. Why waste your time? I know you posted something about unwanted framing. Well, don't build framing until the roofs are right, because the automatic framing routine just fills the voids that you create with roof planes. Okay, we'll go to edit, delete object. Well, first of all, I guess I better go to build framing. I want to go to and roof and see if you got auto build. No, you don't have auto build framing. Okay, fine. So first thing I'm going to do is go to edit, delete objects, all floors, and we want to delete framing. Can I delete wall? Oh, automatic. Okay. I'm going to override all that automatic junk, and I don't care about the deck framing, but the ceiling framing, wall, roofs, forget about it until you're done and everything's straightened out. Then build framing. Okay, we'll delete that stuff. There we go. All right, it's a little complicated for auto roofs to do, but I think we can get some of it done. I'm going to take these two walls and open them up and tell them to be full gable walls. Okay, we'll go over to the roof. Let's see where, yeah, there it is, roof, and tell them to be full gable. Okay, now this wall here, I'm going to tell it to have a particular pitch over it. I'm going to tell, well, if I get my cursor over here, there we go. Until this wall on the roof tab, as soon as my computer catches up, on the roof tab, that I want not a 10-12 pitch over it, I want a 112. I'm going to make, well, we'll make it 0-12 for flat. And let's see, let me go back to your picture. It looks like that gables starts here and ends about halfway over the middle of the porch. Let me try this. I'm going to go over here to build roof. And there's a tool called, where is it? I don't see it. I'm surprised I don't see it. Well, I haven't needed to use it in a long time. Oh, well, that's all right. I'm going to leave everything else the same, and now we're just going to build roofs again manually or automatically. Open this up, and I don't want that on. I want build roof planes. Okay, now we got a flat roof over the porch, but let's take a look and see what a disaster the auto roof generator created. Usually creates a disaster because it's automatic. It's not, doesn't have any intuition or anything. Yeah, it went nuts and put a 012 over the entire house. Well, so much for that. We got the porch roof, I think, correct. And then you would manually add the gable. But as usual, it overdid it. Let's just undo those. We'll undo those and no, I want roof. Just put hip there. And my computer's getting slow. Okay, this one I'm going to undo and put it back to the default. And that would be roof. And I guess it's 10. I'm going to check build roof defaults again. Okay, you've got it set to 10. Okay. And then we'll build roofs again. I'll just show you how to do this manually. I'm going to build roof planes again. We'll get the crap that we had started out with, I'm sure. Yep. Okay. I'm going to go back to the photograph again. Yeah, this hip roof starts way back here over this wall here and rests on that wall. So I'm just going to take this roof plane here and delete it. And this one on the other side. And that computer is slow today. Okay, I'm going to take this roof plane and move its baseline over to here where the actual hip roof is. Right about there. And that baseline should be right on the edge of the framing. Okay, I got it. And then we'll manually draw a roof plane. Let's see, where's it? Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure that that's selected. Left click, drag a roof plane here. Stop it right there. I'm going to open it'll be 1012, so I'm going to open the dialog box and change the pitch to 0. Or I think that's what, quarter 12. Well, okay. And we'll give it some overhang. I don't remember about what the overhang is, but that's not really part of the tutorial today. I'm going to use the break line tool on the selected roof plane and break it right there at the corner. And then end it right up against that wall. So there's our flat roof, and we move the hip. Now it's still going to look like gobbledygook. Well, what's my computer doing? Oh, okay. So there's a flat roof. There's a hip that I moved back. Of course, all these other roof planes don't automatically conform. And let me go to your picture again. So this is what this gable is what fills in this area here. So I'm going to go back to plan and go back to, yeah, make sure that that tool is active. And we'll draw a roof plane here on the edge of the porch and go up. Oh, I bet it's right over this wall. Can't really tell on the picture, but I'm going to draw that baseline right over that wall. That makes structural sense. And then we'll join the roof ridges of those two roofs together. And then, let's see, I need to zoom back. This roof plane is, let me see if it's actually there. I can't see over there. So I don't think this one belongs. I'm going to get rid of it. And this, who knows if that's supposed to be there or not. I am going to get rid of this break up here so that just make it into a triangle. And then tie this edge of this roof plane and see if they won't tie together. That makes structural sense to me. Yeah, that worked pretty well. And let's see, let me go back to the picture. Yeah, that goes straight back over that bump out. So there is no bump out in your actual house. So this roof plane right there, that, oh, no, not that one. Oh, there isn't any roof plane there. Perhaps there used to be. That's probably there. That's the one. That doesn't belong. I'm going to delete that one and then take this edge that I put back there and tie it to that. That looks like the picture. Okay, now these extra holes, these bins up here, they don't belong. So I'm going to go up here and just drag that out of there. There's that ridge that you're looking for. And what is that junk? That's probably there, but just not that shape. Back of the house is probably mostly correct, but this junk that was auto generated is not there. I'm going to reshape that. It probably ridges over there someplace. Yeah, this little, not that one, this one doesn't go way up here like the auto generator made it go. It probably goes down there and stops in a ridge. Just guessing. Man, done this a long time, and architects tend to repeat themselves. Okay, now this big roof plane probably bridges with this little hip plane there, so I'm going to accommodate that with some wall roof plate, with some line breaks in the roof plane. Believe it or not, I know what I'm doing, but sometimes the mouth doesn't work. Okay, so that should create, I'm guessing, but that should create a ridge, join roofs, with this one. Eureka, it did. Okay, and then this probably terminates right at the top of that ridge. And whenever you get this dialog here, just click, do not show this message again during a session and cancel. I've never found anything more than time wasting for that dialog in all the 20 years I've been using this software. I'm going to simplify the geometry of this roof plane from what was auto-generated. We just drag those breaks out one at a time. I'm pretty sure there's just one line here. And this edge is going to connect using the join roofs tool to this one here, I think. It did, good. That needs to be reconnected. I goobered it up a little bit, which often happens when you're manually editing roofs. Okay, believe it or not, I think we're almost done. Now, this roof plane here that's got a sharp point on it, I'm going to blunt it into a ridge by breaking it off there. And to create a ridge with this front roof plane, which I'm going to click on it, join roofs with this one. Hey, I think that looks pretty clean. Let's check it out in the camera view. Oh, that was what was making my computer slow. I had that overview camera open. Never mind. Okay. I think the main roof is now, I mean, it's not totally nice and neat, but with some manual editing, should fix it up. Now let's finish this gable up. Let's go back to your picture. Okay, there is, the flat roof plane does go in front of the gable. So I'm going to kill this overview and do it in plan view. Okay, so we want to take this hip roof and change it up so for it, a gable roof to tie into it. I'm going to put a brake there, using the brake tool again, what looks like a lightning bolt, and one in the center. It doesn't have to be precise with this. The software is pretty good at figuring out 3D geometry of things. I'm just going to leave it like that for now. And like this new line that I created right here should join to this gable roof that I have created manually, and it should tie in there. We'll see. It did. And the same thing with the other side of the gable. Here's the other side. Let me move this out of the way. And we'll take this edge and bring it up a little bit, and then hit the join roofs tool, left click, and the edge of the hip, and sure enough, it didn't tie in because I didn't have, see, this is not nice and smooth, and that's because there's either a little hip plane here. In your photograph, I can't see that side of the house, so I'm going to take this big hip plane and add some geometry to it, add a line with a brake, drag it down like that. Yeah, I think that's going to be correct. And we'll take these two lines and join them in the join a valley there. And the only thing that's wrong with this is we've got, oh, okay, I just need to extend the overhang down some. I think that's all it's missing. And the same, probably the same thing on the other. Well, I didn't get the little. There, I got it. This probably comes over and snaps in with that. The other thing we're going to need to do is I can't have this flat roof plane right over my gable, so I'm going to cut it out around the gable, around these walls below. I'm put a break here in the flat roof plane, and another break. Well, there's a break there. Let me just see if I can grab this roof edge. Well, that's not the roof. I'm hitting the tab key. Yeah, we just want this out over the walls. So we have a flat roof surrounding a gable roof. Now I'm going to save that and then go back to the overview camera and see if it looks something like your house. If you're going to use this software very long, you're going to have to learn manual roof editing, and it's not something that's automatic or clicking buttons. Okay, it's pretty good except for the overhang. I goofed up on that. Yeah, it doesn't extend down like I've got it. So I'm going to click on this roof plane and bring it up. For this tutorial, I'm not going to make it perfect, but I'm just going to bring that up so it doesn't stick down through the port. This is an automatic function of the software, and that's just caused by this edge here not cutting off that wall. Let me pull that roof back and you'll see that wall jump down, I hope, once it rebuilds the 3D model. Yeah, okay, somewhat. Yeah, this edge needs to go down just a little bit. I need to turn the gutter off on this roof plane. The gutter doesn't make any sense in this particular iteration. I'm going to open the dialog box when my computer quits talking to itself. Okay, and we'll go to the Options tab and turn the gutter off. Again, this isn't perfect. It'll need a little more tweaking. And of course, you wouldn't put shingles on a flat roof, but you could just change the material. Okay, that looks decent. And then this edge, I'm going to bring it up. Oh, brother. I'm having a little control problem with it in a camera view, but I wanted to, when I do it in plan view, it's harder for new users to see. And after a while, you kind of can visualize it with your mind's eye, what things look like. Okay. Now that wall that we were having trouble with, let's see, that's an automatically, whoops. You must have auto or attic walls turned off. That's the reason I don't see anything. We'll go to walls, attic. No, they're on. Oh, where'd the house go? Okay. Well, never mind. Let's put that back there where it was. Yeah, we need an attic wall right here to fill in the gable. So I'm just going to take this one, it's handy, and I'll extrude it over here. That error message is just the computer the software telling me that I'm doing what I'm doing. It's not significant. It's just a mechanical function of the software. Let's see if that gable wall, yeah, okay, it's back, but it's being chopped a little bit by this roof edge here. I need to adjust it, and then that wall should appear more properly after this junk here runs. Well, not yet. Let me go back to plan and see if I can, with the reference display on, I can probably see the edge of that wall. Yeah, I'm just going to pull it down the roof plane edge a little bit to allow and let that wall to live. I'll go back to the overview. And we got that again. Okay, I'm just going to click on this and use the break tool. Just for this tutorial, I need to create. I know what it is. Never mind. I'm going to leave that wall there, and we'll take these gables and just extend them a little bit. The gable edge, eave edges. Not that one. That one. And whoops. And this will cut that wall off so it doesn't look so goofy. I bet you. Go back to the overview, and that should look more like you would expect. Yeah. Well, maybe I better tell this wall what kind of wall it is. Roof plane's there. Let's see, attic wall, structure. Yeah, let's check this default wall type thing and see if it doesn't straighten up and fly right. Waiting for this computer to redo the model. There we go. Now we still got an issue over here. I think probably what this is this flat roof just goes up there at it. I don't know. You know what this side of your house looks like? I don't. So if that doesn't fix it, well then I'll leave it up to you to fix. Yeah, that doesn't quite cut it. Maybe I need to extend the eave overhang. That's probably what it is. Over this ridge here. Just so it covers that wall. Like I say, you know what your house looks like. I don't. So I think I've done my job in that I show you what was required to straighten out the roof. so that we get a ridge up here and things look a little more logical relative to the picture and so forth. Like I say, it's not perfect, but it's quite a bit closer. And this may come over a little bit, I don't know. But thanks for watching. I hope this helps you some. Have a good day.